Hi everyone, good Friday afternoon and welcome to GoLocal Live. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us here in our studio downtown. I'd like to welcome on Robin Garceau with Robin Garceau Interiors. Thank you for joining us today.
I'm glad to be back. Happy New Year.
Well, I appreciate your coming in ahead of your upcoming travels. Robin Garceau is heading over to Deco Off in Paris, the season's biggest design show globally. Now, this will be your third time over there, getting a sense of the latest trends for your clients back here and around the region. So going back for the third time, tell folks a little bit about being in the industry, what going to this show means.
Well, it's funny because the first time I was approached to and invited to go to the show, I jumped at the chance. Paris is basically the fashion capital of the world. So I am in the business of fashion. So when I was asked to go with a group of designers, national designers, I was like, absolutely, yes, I'm in. So the first time I went, I was really thrown into a world different from the United States because it's much more upscale, luxurious, and you're in Paris and you're surrounded by not only home fashions, but it also overlaps with the fashion industry. So everybody is there. Everybody that's in the fashion industry is there.
So having gone 2 times with clients back here, you go, you see the trends, as you said, very upscale. And I'm going to ask you a little bit further on about what the week entails, but what do you bring back to your clients? I mean, of course, you're armed with this wealth of knowledge of really what's at the cutting edge. You know, what are your clients looking for when you come back here?
Well, when I come back with truly a wealth of information because in Europe, most design elements are launched in Europe way before they even get to the States, and sometimes 6 months to a year, but Rhode Island ends up actually being even a little longer. So a lot of my clients are building homes. That's a process. That could be a year-long process. So for when I go and I see things that are going to start trending there at the beginning of the year, but here maybe the end of the year and next the year after that. So when you're building a home and it's taking a year and a half, you don't want to be designing to something that's already starting to phase out. You want to be designing forward. You want to be designing to what's coming up, not what's past. So by going to Paris and seeing these European trends, knowing that they will be here in time, it definitely is beneficial to my clients as they design forward.
So do you have any expectations of this 2020 Deco Off, what to expect, or is that going over there, finding the unexpected?
You find the unexpected, but I will say I feel as though there is a trend happening now, and it's not necessarily one thing or even one color. I think it's a mindset. I think it's starting to become luxury and elegance is a mindset for your home. We need to stop bringing a little bit more of that into our homes. And just because you say, oh, it's luxurious, does not always mean it has to be expensive. So if you have a mindset of wanting to live luxuriously or you want a little elegance in your space, you want to elevate your surroundings to have that feeling. It could be a super soft towel or super soft sheets. It may be designing your home in a way where everything has its place. Luxury to you may be something where you're not always tripping on something when you come in. Something has its own place to live, per se. So I feel as though that may become the trend, just elevating your space a little bit more so you feel more luxurious. You could be living in a 1,200 square foot home or 12,000 square foot home. Doesn't mean you can't add a little bit of elegance to your life.
Now, how much have you seen, having been at the shows, when you've come back here and again seen everything that Deco Off has had to offer, that perhaps clients might sort of say, I'd like a showpiece piece of furniture, an element that says, you talk about luxury, that says, I really would like a standout couch. I really would like a standout, dining room table. Talk a little bit about that when your clients approach you and say, they want to be in trend and they want to have that unique sort of focal point in the home.
Well, when you go to Paris, you stumble over many, many things. And there was a little company called Coquette that I saw in Paris like 2 years in a row. And now all of a sudden, I'm seeing them in the US shows. So they have these beautiful modern designs that are elegant and upscale. So yes, you find things in Paris. Sometimes they're not always yet available in the States, but once they start to become available, I know who they are, what they are, and we get them in the homes right away. So for sure.
So what's the schedule like over there? I mean, it's got to be go, go, go. When the plane lands, when you fly over next week, I mean, it's a constant series of shows, and there's daytime offerings, and then there's nighttime ones as well. I mean, is there time to breathe?
You know what? Paris just lets you breathe, to tell you the truth. It's just calm and beautiful, and you take it in for everything it's worth. And yes, it's definitely go, go, go. The shows will be on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I will also be antiquing and going to the Paris flea markets and things like that. A lot of my clients buy the artwork and accessories that I bring back from there. And that's always really nice because that kind of adds a little luxury too to your home. You don't always have to do home goods. You don't always have to go and buy like inexpensive pieces. You can do a hand-colored lithograph from the early 19th century, and it's not that expensive to do when you add pieces like that. But between those things, and I'm always looking to expand what my knowledge is and what I can offer my clients. The nighttime parties are fabulous. And one of the things, of course, I love dressing up and going to these mansions and residences and exploring and having a good time at these parties. But at these parties are elite international designers that I'm always with. So it's nice to see them on a regular basis. It's nice to talk about the industry with them. I hear about what they're doing. They may be renovating a chateau in Paris and traveling the world, doing different things and antiquing and that kind of thing. So the parties are absolutely wonderful, but they're also full of knowledge as well.
Well, we're hoping to be able to make some contact with Robin when she's over in Paris for Deco Off, but want to give you, the viewer, a little bit of a sense of what it's like to be over in Paris for the world's biggest design show of this season. We'll be having plenty to report back to you from Robin Garceau with Robin Garceau Interiors. So, Robin, thank you for joining us
You're
today.
welcome.
And thank you for watching us on GoLocal Live. If you saw us popping up earlier this morning, was at TF Green. The waiting days of voting for Best Small Airport in the USA Today poll had the chance to catch up with CEO Iftikhar Ahmad about what it would mean to Rhode Island to get that top spot. So be sure to catch us on GoLocal for more with that. But that wraps up Live for the week here downtown. Be sure to check us out on GoLocal Prov and GoLocal Prov on Facebook throughout the weekend. And we'll see you next week. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel.